Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. Following 78 days of campaigning, the final results were tallied on Monday after voters had their say at the polls. The summer of 2016 will be an exciting time for the Cypress Health region, as the doors officially open to the long-awaited new long-term care facility in Swift Current.
It's not only a business, it's sort of I want to help the Filipino people that they can grab their, what they're craving for.
I think that's self-determination. Self-determination. I want to work.
Thanks for joining us here today. Southwest Saskatchewan residents continue to show confidence in a long-standing MP and are sending David Anderson back to Ottawa once again. Following 78 days of campaigning, the final results were tallied on Monday after voters had their say at the polls. Nationally, the Liberals received the majority of the vote and have now formed government for the next 4 years. Here in the Cypress Hills-Grasslands constituency, voters stayed the course by re-electing incumbent David Anderson. Anderson clinched a sixth straight victory with over 70% of the votes and thanked his family and local supporters for standing by him through another campaign. And as he heads to Ottawa for another term as MP, Anderson says he'll continue to work for the best interests of the riding.
Well, I can just say the people of Cypress Hills-Grasslands do not want them coming back out here and stripping Western Canada. They don't want them destroying our economy. They don't want them ruining the opportunities for young people. If they stick to the plan that they've campaigned on, we see higher taxes, we see deficit budgets, those kinds of things are all at risk.
Liberal candidate Marvin Wiens took his first step into politics in 2015 and placed second overall in the Cypress Hills-Grasslands riding. Wiens says he enjoyed meeting the constituents throughout the campaign and is proud of the votes he received, but wishes the Liberal wave would have struck this riding as well.
I'm proud of Canadians that saw the reason for change, that were very strong in the message that they wanted change. This has been a conservative riding since 1957, I believe, and for whatever reason, people want to elect people that are in opposition that are ineffective. It has been in the past. I would argue that David has never been effective in the government side of government, and so we have a problem in this riding that we're not well represented.
NDP candidate Trevor Peterson is pleased with the momentum he built throughout the campaign. Taking his second consecutive run in a federal election, Peterson dropped to third from the number 2 position he held in the previous election. All numbers aside, the Assiniboia teacher is pleased with the voters' support and says he'll keep moving forward.
I'll continue working with the NDP organization right here in Southwest Saskatchewan. I think we have a lot of room for growth and a lot of potential, and I believe in the cause.
In the coming weeks, David Anderson will be back in Ottawa amidst a new playing field in the House of Commons, while representing the Cypress Hills-Grasslands constituency for another 4-year term. David Anderson hails from Frontier with his wife Sheila and their 2 children, and was first elected as Member of Parliament in 2000. Local media were treated to an on-site tour of the new long-term care facility now under construction in Swift Current. We bring you this latest update in this report. The summer of 2016 will be an exciting time for the Cypress Health region, as the doors officially open to the long-awaited new long-term care facility in Swift Current. As the work continues at the site, the 22 homes are now taking shape and blending well into the surrounding neighborhood, rather than the typical institutional style of a long-term care facility built in the past.
We spent lots of time on the exterior and on the brickwork and on the colors and the different architectural feels to the homes. So when you're actually walking or driving by the neighborhood, that it looked like a real neighborhood, so you'll see multiple colors, you'll see different color stonework, you'll see different architectural feels to the home. So we wanted it just to look like a neighborhood like you would driving down a street.
Schwan adds that the interior of each of the homes will also feel more home-like for the residents, their families, and the staff, complete with private rooms, an activity area, and the kitchen at the center of each home, bringing residents together as a community. Lighting will also play a key role in each of the homes, benefiting the overall well-being of each resident.
So natural light heals, and so if you're in a nice bright atmosphere with lots of natural light, it just sets a different tone than if you're in like a dark kind of dingy setting. So in this design, it is a bit innovative in how we use the actual solar tubes to start to bring in the natural light into the spaces that were darker. And then again, the size of the windows, and even when you drive by from the exterior, you can see this building has a lot of windows. But again, that was really important. Also, the windows leading out onto the decks was another one, and that's more for visibility for the staff, right? We know we have residents that haven't been able to go outside for 1-2 years, and it's because in our current buildings, they can't go outside safely. They need a staff member to be able to go out with them because they can't see them or be able to monitor them. And in these homes, that was one of the really important features. They're gated, and then the visibility. So you know what? There isn't anywhere in the home that the residents really won't be allowed to go freely. Right?
And from an operational standpoint, the new $108.5 million long-term care facility was constructed and will be operated under the P3 model through a partnership with the Cypress Health Region and Plenary Group. Richard Burley is based out of Plenary's Vancouver office and says the Swift Current project is one of 15 they've undertaken across North America, and explains this unique 30-year partnership.
Health Region manage the facility, I think is the best way to manage the clinical side of running the project, or managing the facility. So we manage what I'd call the hard physical assets of the facility. The authority actually operate the facility, deal with the staff, deal with the clients that will be located in the facility. But our primary role is more about managing the facility, making sure that the facility is running appropriately from things like air conditioning, energy, the actual physical condition of the facility.
The new 225-bed facility will be officially turned over to the Cypress Health Region by Plenary Group on April 30th of 2016. The Cypress Health Region will then undertake an intense cleaning process of the site prior to moving in residents from the current 3 facilities in Swift Current. Move-in days expected in the summer of 2016. Filipino entrepreneurs here in the Southwest are in the spotlight as Southwest TV News teams up with Community Future Southwest in this feature.
I'm enjoying here to see the customer like this. It's just I'm happy to see people.
I have my own business here. I always tell them it's a good to live here in Canada, and I am honored to be a Canadian.
Edna Davidson immigrated to Canada in 1987, meeting her husband and starting a family as one of an incredibly small Filipino community. In 2012, she opened the Me-Mart Sari-Sari store, a place to let other newcomers find a little piece of home.
It's sort of a grocery store for the Filipino people and for the white people too if they want to come. It's not only a business, it's sort of I want to help the Filipino people that they can grab their, what they're craving for, because that's what I'm looking for before when I came here. It's just different cooking, the taste, so you need the Filipino store to get that ingredients.
Despite working 7 days a week to bring Filipino cuisine to her customers, it took a conversation with one of her regulars to show Edna that she had already found her success.
One day, one of my customers told me, "Ate, you're lucky you do have a store, and I do appreciate it." After she said that to me, before I never appreciated that I do have a store. I thought I'm just a sales lady here. I never have an idea that I can make it, but I did. I have no idea before how to start a store. I'm enjoying here to see the customer like this, and it's just I'm happy to see people. Yeah, I got tired sometimes, but like I said, I have to do it.
Kyani Connect is powered by Kyani Canadian, a network of independent distributors. Kyani, experience more health, more wealth, more life. Financial support for this program was made possible by Community Future Southwest, supporting entrepreneurs in Southwest Saskatchewan.
Thank you, Community Future Southwest.
Ariel Camarador is a man that knows the value of hard work. Since moving with his wife and children from the Philippines to Canada in 2008, he has worked at least 8 different jobs, often 2 or 3 at the same time.
Maybe I have 8 or 9 jobs, Yeah, I still work in Walmart too. I applied there. I think that's self-determination. Self-determination. I want to work. I want to earn money. I'm just looking forward, for my family. Here, I have to try to exceed, whatever I have in the Philippines.
In 2012, Ariel took his experience and turned it into Our Choice Cleaning Services, which quickly became known for its professionalism and quality of work.
It started a one-man job, doing everything this mall. When my son came 2013, he helped me here in the mall and some business. And we have to hire some workers now. We train them. I want to satisfy my client. I'm very happy for that when they appreciate us. I'm very, very happy. I think money cannot buy that one.
Today, Ariel is proud of his hard work, which led to his success in Canada as a business owner.
So when they know that I'm doing janitorial services here, oh, what happened to you, Ariel? You're doing a paperwork here, you're a consultant now, you're a janitor there. It's a job, I told them. I have my own business here. I always tell them, it's a good to live here in Canada. And I am honored to be a Canadian. I got my citizenship in 2012, and I'm proud to be a Canadian.
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at MyLocalTV.ca. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.